welcome to your DIY Shrinky Dink tutorial for Teen Summer Reading Club 2021 with Red Deer Public Library. I'm Alyssa Braun, Public Services staff, and I'm here to show you a fun and easy craft that you can do from home. So this is a really easy craft. You don't need to have any artistic talent to do it. I know that I don't. You can always trace some designs. So let's get to it. Here are the items that you will need.
Shrinky Dink plastic. Or if you run out, you can also use plastic number 6, a black permanent marker. If you have more colors, great, but otherwise feel free to paint your design after it's been shrunk. If you plan to use the key ring or the charm clip, make sure you have a single hole punch. Scissors. Since I'm not a skilled freehander, I borrowed some books from the library with some cute and simple drawings. You also need an oven, a parchment-lined tray, and some oven mitts. Don't forget a heat-safe surface. After the Shrinky Dink comes out of the oven, I like to use a glass or something else with a flat surface to help flatten out the design. Let's pick out our first design. This little tamago sushi is super cute. Let's give it a go. Grab your Shrinky Dink plastic, lay it over your chosen design around one of the corners, grab your permanent marker, and trace it. If you plan to use some other colors with your design, make sure to allow your black outline to dry first. Let's pick out another design. So first I traced the black outline, waited for it to dry, and colored it all in. Moving on to cutting out the design, make sure you make nice and smooth corners, no sharp bits. It's up to you if you want to leave some clear edging around the sides or if you want to cut close to the sides of your design. This is also the time to decide if you would like to add in that keychain ring, so make sure you leave some space at the top of your design for that hole punch. Now that your designs are ready, make sure you set up your heat-safe surface before you put everything in the oven so that you have it all ready to go for yourself. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Place your Shrinky Dink pieces with the colored side up on your parchment-lined tray. Place the tray in the oven and watch your pieces shrink. This can take anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes, but I recommend sitting in front of the oven, watching to make sure you can get the timing right. The pieces will shrink and curl up, but once they begin to flatten out, give them about another 20 to 30 seconds before removing the tray immediately from the oven. I recommend doing a single practice design just to test out the oven's timing as well as the shrinkage. Some long and skinny designs may curl in and stick to itself. So if this happens, you can always remove the tray, unstick the sides with a chopstick or a knife, then put the design back into the oven where it will likely curl back up and flatten out. Just make sure not to leave it in for too long. I personally like to do one design at a time, so as soon as it's ready to come out of the oven, I can flatten it out with my glass and not worry about the rest of the designs cooling too quickly. So once your design is ready to come out of the oven, put it on your heat-safe surface. I like to put an extra piece of parchment and then the glass on top to flatten it out. Leave it for about 10 seconds, and then voila, here it is. Here are some finished products of my little Shrinky Dinks. I wanted to make them small for a sort of keychain size, but it's up to you how big or how small you'd like to make them. Thanks so much for watching our DIY Shrinky Dink tutorial. If you're looking for some print instructions, look for that in the description below. And we hope that you keep following along with our Teen Summer Reading Club from Red Deer Public Library.